Listen to me, everybody wanna shine in the light, but nobody wanna grind in the dark. Everybody wants the platform, the recognition, the success, but ain't nobody talking about the sacrifice. Everybody wanna be seen. Everybody wanna be on stage. Everybody wanna go viral, but let me tell you something. The real work don't happen when the lights are on. The real work don't happen on Instagram, it don't happen on TikTok. It don't happen when the world is watching. The real work happens in the dark. The dark is where greatness is built. It's quiet, it's lonely, it's uncomfortable. And that's exactly why it works. You see, we live in a time where everybody's trying to show the result, but nobody wants to show the process. You got young people quitting after 1 week cause nobody noticed their hustle. But listen, you're not supposed to be noticed yet. That's the test, that's the training ground, that's where discipline is developed. You don't get strong from lifting a camera to your face. You get strong from lifting weights when nobody is clapping for you. You don't build confidence from applause. You build it from consistency, showing up day after day, failing, learning, growing. That's where success is made. Think about the seed in the soil. Before it becomes a tree, it breaks in the dark. It cracks, it suffers. It dies to its former self before it ever sees the light of day. You're asking for fruit, but you haven't gone through the soil process. That dark, dirty, lonely phase, that's part of the design. Stop running from it. Embrace it. That's the real education. When I was broke, I wasn't just learning how to survive. I was learning how to lead. When I had nothing, I was building character. When nobody believed in me, I was learning how to believe in myself. I studied when others slept. I worked when others played. I sacrificed comfort for calling. And let me tell you, that version of me, that quiet, hungry, invisible version, that's the one that built everything I have today. You waiting on the world to validate you. You waiting for likes, for shares, for people to say you're special. Nah, forget that. Validate yourself in the dark. Put in the reps. Get obsessed with improvement. Master your craft behind closed doors, and when the doors finally open, you won't have to prove anything. Your excellence will speak for you. So I'm telling you right now, don't despise the dark. That's where your roots grow deep. That's where your grind gets real. That's where your mindset is shaped and your future is formed. Let them laugh. Let them sleep on you. You just keep working, keep building, keep believing, because when the lights finally come on, and they will, you won't just shine, you'll dominate. That's the difference between those who want it and those who live it. Real success ain't glamorous. It's built in the grind, in the dark. You keep asking for change, but you're not willing to change. You say you want success, you want to level up, but you're still holding on to the version of you that was comfortable, lazy, distracted, and inconsistent. Let me tell you something powerful. You will never step into who you're supposed to be until you're willing to let go of who you used to be, and that's the problem. Most people never get to the next level because they're too emotionally attached to the old level. They miss the comfort, they miss the habits, they miss the people that were never helping them grow in the first place. But listen, growth requires loss. Transformation requires separation. You can't keep the old and expect the new to manifest. There's a version of you that's built for greatness. But that version can't emerge while you're still feeding your distractions, still making excuses, still keeping company with people who don't challenge you. You gotta lose that version of you that snoozes the alarm. You gotta bury that version that needs motivation just to show up. That person can't go with you. That person don't survive in the next chapter. See, becoming great is like shedding skin. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. You lose things that were once part of you. You lose habits, routines, even relationships. But that's the price of growth. You don't get to the top by clinging to the bottom. You lose the weakness so you can gain the strength. You lose the comfort so you can gain the calling. Some of you are frustrated right now because you feel stuck, but you're not stuck. You're resisting, you're fighting the process. The old you is battling with the new you, and the longer you hold on to that identity, the longer you delay your destiny, let it go, Let go of the victim mindset. Let go of the fear. Let go of the self-doubt. That version of you was only built for survival, not success. I had to lose the broke me to become the business me. I had to lose the nobody knows me version of Eric to step into the global impact version. And that didn't just mean working harder. It meant thinking differently, walking differently, living differently. I couldn't hang around the same energy. I couldn't keep the same circle, because new levels demand new standards. So hear me, if you're serious about your dream, you better get serious about your identity. Stop trying to upgrade your life while holding on to your downgrade self. It doesn't work. You gotta lose who you were to become who you are. And once you let go, once you truly step away from that old mindset, that old lifestyle, you'll unlock a strength, a clarity, and a purpose that the old you could never have handled. This ain't just motivation. This is transformation. Let go and level up. You keep wondering why nobody's clapping for you. You keep asking why nobody supports you, why nobody reposts your work, why nobody shows up when you're trying to build something from nothing. But let me tell you the truth. They can't celebrate you if they can't see you yet. And right now, you're still in the process. You're still underground. You're still in the middle of your preparation phase, and that's exactly where you're supposed to be. See, the problem is you want recognition before results. You want applause before achievement, but that's not how it works. You don't get celebrated for starting. You get celebrated when you finish. You get acknowledged when you've become undeniable. Right now, you're still in the shadows, and that's okay. That's necessary. That's the space where you build character, develop discipline, and gain clarity. You're in the season where you're supposed to be unseen. Let's be real. Too many of y'all are obsessed with being discovered instead of being developed. You want people to validate you before you've done the work, but hear me, you don't need their eyes on you. You need your eyes on the mission. You need your mind on the work. When you become obsessed with growth instead of glory, that's when everything changes. Because when your character is right, when your heart is right, when your habits are right, the recognition will come. And when it does, you'll actually be ready to handle it. Think about a seed underground. Nobody sees it, nobody praises it, but it's working, it's breaking, stretching, developing roots, it's becoming, and when the time is right, when it's strong enough, it breaks through the surface, and only then do people notice it. You don't need to be seen to be growing. You just need to stay planted. And let me teach you this. When you grind in private, you don't just build results. You build respect. Because when you finally shine, people will look back and say, I didn't even know they were grinding like that. And that's the best kind of recognition, the kind you didn't have to beg for. The kind that comes because your work spoke louder than your words ever could. So stop checking your phone every 5 minutes for likes. Stop begging for validation. Stop crying because your friends ain't supporting your dream. They can't celebrate what they don't understand. They can't applaud what they don't see. But just because they can't see you doesn't mean you're not on your way. Stay low. Stay focused. Keep working when nobody's watching. Keep building when nobody's cheering, because the moment you become undeniable, the world won't be able to ignore you. Your light will shine because it came from grit, not gimmicks. From grind, not hype. They can't see you yet. But when they do, they won't forget you, so you're hurting, you're tired, you feel like life keeps knocking you down. You gave it your all, and it still wasn't enough. And now you're sitting there thinking, why me? You're asking, what did I do to deserve this? But let me shift your whole perspective right now. Pain is not punishment. Pain is the process. See, life isn't trying to break you. It's trying to build you. The pain you're feeling, the setbacks, the disappointments, they're not meant to destroy you. They're meant to develop you. But the problem is we've been taught to run from pain. We've been taught to fear the discomfort. But the truth is, your purpose lives on the other side of your pain. No one becomes great without going through something. You can't grow muscles without resistance. You can't develop discipline without pressure. You can't become strong without struggle. Pain is the price you pay for elevation. And if you want the reward, you've got to embrace the refining. It's not personal, it's preparation. Look at a diamond. Before it sparkles, before it shines, it gets crushed, it gets pressed, it goes through heat that would break most of us. But that pressure, that process, is what brings out its beauty. You are no different. You're being shaped, molded, and refined through what you're going through. That pain you're feeling right now, that's the stretching of your potential. That's the shaking loose of the old mindset. That's the fire burning off the excuses and the weakness and the fear. But here's the thing. You have a choice. You can either let the pain define you, or you can let it develop you. You can either quit, or you can dig in and grow through it. The people who make it, it's not because they had it easy. It's because they didn't stop when it got hard. It's because they understood that pain wasn't a sign to stop. It was a sign to push. You don't learn who you are when everything's going right. You learn who you are when nothing is working and you still show up. You learn who you are when you fail and still choose to get back up. And the lesson you need to understand is this: the pain is temporary, but the strength you gain from it is permanent. So stop asking for it to be easy. Stop praying for comfort. Start asking for clarity, for grit, for growth, because that pain is a message. It's saying you're being stretched because you're about to step into something greater. Don't run from that. Don't hide from it, face it, own it, grow through it. Pain is not punishment. It's proof that something powerful is being produced in you. Let it shape you, let it sharpen you, because when it's all said and done, you won't just survive it. You'll rise from it stronger than ever. Everybody wants to be famous, but nobody wants to be focused. Everybody wants the spotlight, but nobody wants to sit in the shadows and grind with discipline when no one's watching. Let me teach you something. Fame without focus will destroy you. Desire without discipline will disappoint you. This game is not about being seen, it's about staying locked in. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have focus, you'll waste every gift God gave you. You'll be chasing opportunities instead of mastering your craft. You'll be addicted to attention instead of committed to excellence. And that's why so many people start strong but finish nowhere. They don't have a focus problem. They have a discipline problem. They work hard when they feel like it. They show up when it's convenient, but discipline means showing up regardless of how you feel. Discipline means you made a commitment to yourself that you refuse to break, even when your feelings change. See, desire is easy. Everybody desires success. Everybody desires money, freedom, respect. But desire without discipline is a fantasy. It sounds good, but it produces nothing. The world is full of dreamers who never became doers because they couldn't stay disciplined long enough to see the dream come to life. You don't get results from wanting it. You get results from working it daily. You've got to lock in, shut out the noise, turn off the distractions, stop comparing yourself to everybody else online. You don't need more attention. You need more action. You don't need to be more visible. You need to be more vicious with your focus. Because every second you spend scrolling, posting, chasing clout, that's time you could have been building your future. And let's be real, fame is fragile, it fades, it's fake. One wrong move and the crowd that cheered for you yesterday will boo you tomorrow. But focus, discipline, that's what lasts. That's what builds legacy. You don't need the world to see you right now. You need to see your vision so clearly that nothing can shake you. Discipline is what wakes you up when your alarm goes off. Discipline is what pushes you to study when your friends are partying. Discipline is what drives you to practice when no one's clapping, when no one's watching, when no one even believes in you yet. That's what separates winners from wishers. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's discipline. So if you want to win, stop chasing fame and start chasing focus. Let your grind be louder than your posts. Let your results speak so loud that the world can't ignore you. Fame will come if it's meant to, but focus will take you there whether anybody's watching or not. Discipline over desire, focus over fame, that's the formula. That's how you win in the dark and shine in the light. You mad because they don't believe in you. You frustrated because they counted you out. But listen to me, that's your advantage. That's your secret weapon. See, when they count you out, they stop watching. They stop expecting. They stop preparing for your rise, and that's when you go to work. That's when you build in silence and strike in power. Let them laugh, let them doubt, let them sleep on you. The truth is, they don't see the fire inside of you, and that's fine. They're supposed to doubt you, because they don't know your potential. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what's driving you. They didn't see the tears. They didn't feel the hunger. They weren't there in your lowest moments. So why should they believe that's not their job, it's yours, and the mistake you're making? You're using their doubt as discouragement instead of fuel. You're letting rejection stop your momentum instead of increasing your obsession. But hear me, you were built for this. You were designed to rise in silence. You were made to climb while they weren't looking. You want everybody to believe in you before you've done the work. But it don't work like that. Belief is earned. Respect is earned. Victory is earned, and it's earned in the dark. When nobody is watching. When nobody is clapping. When nobody even cares. That's when you show who you really are. See, when they count you out, they give you space to grow. No pressure, no spotlight, no noise, just room to grind, to focus, to elevate. You don't need their acceptance. You need your grit. You need your vision. You need your grind, and when you put those together, nothing they say can stop what you're building. Let me be real with you. Most of the greats were counted out. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school team. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for TV. Eric Thomas, homeless high school dropout. Nobody thought I'd be speaking on stages across the world. But I stopped needing people to believe in me. I started believing in myself. And that belief got stronger every time they told me I couldn't. So don't shrink when they overlook you, grow. Don't beg for validation. Grind until you don't need it, because when the time comes, and it will come, you're not just going to show up. You're going to shock them, and that hit different when they never saw you coming. You are the underdog, embrace it. That's your superpower, that's your edge. The ones they overlook become the ones they can't ignore. Let them count you out, but don't ever count yourself out. Use that pain, use that silence. Use that season of being unseen to become unbreakable. And when it's your time, when the light finally finds you, they won't believe how far you came. But you will, because you never quit.